Hey everyone, today we're playing a little bit of Wargame European Escalation, RTS. This game fairly resembles World in Conflict, except there's no real superpowers. There's just kind of a mix of units. There's no real generals. You build your deck. It's kind of like a card game where you choose like your cards. You spend reward points you get from the missions and multiplayer, and you can buy units and upgrade them. So you basically stack your deck before each match, and right now I have various kinds of tanks, support, infantry, and all that. And the point is basically just to destroy, at least with this multiplayer match, is to destroy your enemy more than they destroy you. And you can capture these zones to gain more points, and which will let you deploy more units like World in Conflict. So right now we're just gonna go through against it's all 1v1 against a medium AI. I haven't played this since May, so I may be a little rusty. It's very much a checks and balances type game where every unit kind of has a counter. So let's get started. So you kind of want to do logistics. So we have this base here, and anything in this zone will get refueled and rearmed from this base because it's all unlike World in Conflict, there's resources, so it has like supply trucks to refill the units on the front lines, and that will keep a constant front line going. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to deploy some command vehicles here. These will let us control the other zones, so I'm going to build 2 of them. You got to keep these safe because if they all get destroyed, you only have limited numbers, so if they all get destroyed, you're basically going to lose the game because you can't capture. So I'm going to start off with 2, and right now it's paused because you get to place your units out before you start the game. So what we're going to do, I'm going to grab some infantry. Right now I have these German infantry because I'm playing as NATO. The game takes place during the Cold War, so you got the Warsaw Pact and you got NATO. So right now I'm playing NATO against the Warsaw Pact. So I'm going to build probably 4 of these guys. For support, you definitely want to secure the area with flak. I'm going to put them in the trees because they'll be invisible unless a scout goes by. I'm going to place some artillery pieces in the trees as well, and that will give us some long range support. For tanks, I really love the Leopard because it's cheap and you can build a ton of them. You're only allowed a certain number of units per game, like the Leopard 1A1. You only can get 24 per match, and that's just at the basic rank. You can choose better ranks, but you'll get fewer and they cost more points. So we're going to start with 1 division of 4, and then I'm going to go over to the Patton and get 4 of those as well. For recon's always important, so I'm going to build 2 of these, put them off to the side there. For my regular vehicle, these are like multi-purpose vehicles. Some are troop transport, some are like IAFVs for fighting infantry and all that. Some even have anti-aircraft support. I like the Marauders, so I'm going to build about 4 of those. And to round it out, helicopters. Gazelles are great for just causing trouble, so I'm going to build 4 of those and 4 Cobras for good air support. So with that, I'm going to launch the battle, and right now
Yes, sir.
the game's in motion. So we're going to go straight ahead and capture the Charlie location. So I'm going to send my units that way. You got to be very careful because you don't want to send them too far because they do use fuel, and you don't want them to run out of fuel. Otherwise you got to get supply trucks. So we're going to send the Gazelles to go scout out there. And then we have the Cobras, so I'm going to send them to the side. Maybe we can flank the enemy. And then as well, I'm going to build 2 more flak panzers. And those will come up. You see these arrows, that's our supply lines. That's where reinforcement points come. So say if I captured this Gulf location, I'll be able to get units there. If you don't have anything that has a supply point, you will not get units. So if you're out in the middle of the map, you will not get reinforcements. And that's one of the cool things about this game.
The captain and his crew welcome you aboard.
So let's see here. Okay, so our flak panzers are coming up. I'm going to send them straight to Charlie to give some air support, or anti-air support. And it does look like they've sent helicopters along. So I'm having my gazelles engage these guys. You can see my helicopters are taking quite a bit of damage. It looks like these guys went straight helicopters. So I'm going to have my troops pull the side here. The recon's going to pull back. I'm going to have my... Let's see. I'm going to have my Cobras move in. I'm going to see if I can take out their command vehicle, maybe make this a quick victory. And what's great about this game is the maps are so large that it's just... You can basically circumnavigate the entire map, and you'll find vehicles like hidden in places in the trees. And it looks like they're sending artillery, which is going to pound my forces. Oh yeah. Okay, so those are definitely giving my units hell, so we want to move them back. We're going to pull back to these trees. And... oh! Yeah, okay, there goes my Cobras. That wasn't great. They definitely have air support. Or anti-air support, I should say. Okay, luckily my tanks took out their helicopters. So what I'm going to do now is soften them up with my artillery. I'm going to fire on the position of Delta. Hopefully I'll hit something critical. So those guys are firing out. Let's see where it hits.
Yes, sir.
Oh, looks like they're sending T-55, so I'm going to get my tanks to guard that bridge. And then I might need to resupply them. Oh, they just took out my flak panzer. That's not good. Okay, let's see.
Guns ready, sir. Le capitaine et son équipage vous souhaitent la bienvenue à bord. Où voulez-vous qu'on aille, mon colonel?
No, what's good is you can always put units in the forest. It will give them cover unless there's a scout vehicle. That way they can fire without keeping away their position. My guys are definitely having some trouble. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide. I'm going to send one of my command vehicles to go capture India. It'll give us a second point of reinforcement. Hopefully the forces to the north will keep distracted, but I'm going to order 2 more Cobras to help guard it. But it looks like they're already... So I'm going to have him move fast. It will use more fuel, but he'll definitely get there faster. And they'll take the most direct route via the road. And do the same for... oh, looks like they already captured Echo. So we'll hide him in the forest for now. It's definitely not going as well as I hope. Oh, and they're firing on my command vehicle. Where are my Cobras? Okay, this is not going good. Let's, I don't want to waste my Abrams just yet, so we're going to get more Leopards. Have them position in the forest. Get some more flak panzers. And I need anti-tanks, so we're going to get these guys. Now this game does go up to 4v4 and it can get pretty hectic. You really have to rely on your allies to help with supporting. Some will go straight helicopters, some will go straight tanks. It's really up to the way you stack your deck, so very much is dependent on what units you have unlocked. And the unlocking, they're called command stars in this, and that's how you buy the units. You can get it either in single player by completing campaign missions or multiplayer. Okay, so it looks like I captured India, so that's good. My Hueys just arrived, so we'll get them close, hide my anti-tank units in the trees. Looks like they started quite a grass fire. Some of these guys unload. Okay, and then I'm gonna call the helicopters back to the base. So my infantry is already starting to target. So we're definitely gonna get them in the trees. See the enemy BMPs are already targeting. And looks like my other units have arrived, so we're going to send them to give backup. Okay, it's definitely not going well. Let's see. I believe these guys are anti-tank, so we'll build a few of them. Now, admittedly, I'm used to playing against people, so yeah, it's not my specialty, and they beefed it up in one of the latest DLCs. So it's definitely giving me a run for the money. Looks like they're making a charge, so I definitely need to get some anti-vehicle set up. Tank rushing me. The score limit in this game is 5,000 points. They're beating me by about 183, or well, yeah, 1183 to my 1020. So got a way to go. I just gotta hold on to my command points. What I think I'm gonna do is send a Gazelle to go search out their other guy over here. My Cobra's giving those T-64s a bit of help. One of my strikers went down. Another striker went down. Now you'll see the icons next to my Cobras. The white means that they're using it, that it's not 100% full. If it turns to yellow and then red, yellow means critical and red means you're all out. Let's see, like these patents, they're critical on fuel, so if I park them, they'll restock on fuel. So I'll refill my helicopters. Once the supply goes down, it's 0 and you don't have any more of that, and then you have to call in supply trucks. So if you run out of supply trucks, well, then you're just completely out. I'll call that Gazelle back. Looks like the other one got taken out. And my striker's gone. This is definitely not good. Okay. Let's see. Man. Yeah. I haven't played this game in quite a while. I'll do some close fire support on Echo. hopefully we can take something out. Oh. Oh, they took out my thing in India. Not cool. Let's see where we hit here. Usually the units will hide in the tree line, give them some cover. Let's see. There's quite a few interesting strategies people do online. Sometimes you get straight on helicopter rushes right at the beginning, other times they'll build all artillery and just blast your base. Yeah, so you see all sorts of things online, which is one of the neat things. There's no set strategy. So they're going to continue shelling there, probably till I hit something. Looks like these guys are trying to come to my side, so I'm going to reroute my patents. And they're shelling me, so I'm going to send my Cobras.
Hope the enemy don't have any air defense.
Oh. That's an A. Oh man, AA tanks. Pull out, pull out, pull out.
That's the ready, sir.
Bad at this point. It's my cover going down. Okay, I'm just gonna call in what I can now. All out of those. They just took a command vehicle out, so I gotta keep this one alive.
I'll be there soon.
Pull them back. Oh man, this is bad. Great thing about the game. You just see destruction everywhere. That's a really nice element to the battlefield. So it's the Supreme Commander fill when you zoom out, which is really cool. You can command units like that, or you can zoom in, see everything. Oh, unload, unload, unload. Looks like we lost one. Oh man. This is going terribly. Did I take him out? Awesome. Okay, I need to take them out. They're getting annoying. Let's see.
Reichweite. Wir aber auch. Where do you need us, sir? Guardian Angel?
Yeah, they're just gonna pound me. This is a losing fight. Still close in score though. If I can pull ahead with just the short time remaining, I should be okay. This is just gonna kill me faster than they can kill me. Can't be that hard. Tanks to the north, helicopters to the west. Supplies are running low. That's what I call it, so 10 minutes to refuel. Yeah, my flag pantsers are out of fuel and ammo. Those guys are being shot the hell up. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Oh man. That's the other thing. The more expensive the unit, the more money they get when, or the more points they get when they destroy it. So you gotta be careful. You can choose a lot of weaker, this expensive units to keep the cost down, or you can throw out the big guns and risk them. That's the choice. At this point, I'm just throwing everything cheap at him.
Ammo? Fuel? Spare parts? Anything.
My fuel trucks. I'm not doing that bad. I don't have any land, but points are points. So I gotta try to flank him. Oh, he's aiming for my command vehicle. Oh. Take him out, take him out, take him out. There we go. Oh. And that does it. It took me out. So that was Wargame. Might do a few other skirmishes on it. Do a little bit of practice so I regain it. I may also do an online multiplayer match. So yeah, leave it in the comments if you want to see that. And I may actually do it. Thanks for watching.